Hi, folks. Welcome to Rudy Vision. Today, we're going to discuss the topic of public trader wars and what happens when there is turnover in a particular zone. Typically, in this game, for each zone, on average, you'll get about 5 public trader spots in a zone, give or take. Now, not all zones are the same. Some zone may only have 1 public trader spot, and then you have other zones that could have as much as 8 public trader spots in one particular city. Now, anytime there's a major supplier in a city, and I'll just use for an example, let's say Stormhaven, and there's a particular guild in Stormhaven that's a major supplier that has a lot of inventory. Let's say that guild leaves the region or is taken out by another guild and replaced with a guild with less inventory. What that will happen to a particular zone or region is it will cause a supply shortages. And when that happens, prices will typically go up in the zone, and there are people that can benefit from that supply uptick, especially if you are the inside of the guild that replaces the guild that had a lot of inventory. So it's definitely an opportunity anytime you see a guild war happens and a major supplier goes down. You can benefit from the supply shortages by increasing the price on your goods. And of course, you can sell a lot more of your product, probably better than if the guild with a lot of major inventory was still there. Now, this affects certain zones in different ways. In a lesser, more prominent zone, a less prominent zone, you're not going to see too much of, I guess, a volume in sales or price fluctuation. So it's not going to affect zones that are not too well known as much as a zone that is, um, shopped at a lot. Now in Mournhold, this definitely affects a guild out there tremendously, especially if there's a guild with a huge inventory. Anytime a guild in Mournhold goes down that has a lot of inventory and is replaced with like a guild with 1 or 2 pages, you're going to see massive supply shortages in Mournhold. And for each guild that hits and is replaced by a guild with lesser supply, you see an even greater amount of supply shortages. So that's why you'll see sometimes wars go on for public traders in Mournhold, and you'll see 1 or 2 major suppliers go down, and all of a sudden there's a massive price increase on goods and a lack of supply going down. That's because of the guild trader war that went down, or guilds just coming in and out of the region. But this is what happens anytime a particular guild either moves out of an area and goes to another one, or um, is engaged in a war with another guild and they take their spot, and the guild that replaces them does not have the infrastructure or inventory um, like the other guild had. All right, so that's my analysis of what happens during a public trader war or a public trader changeover in which a guild with greater inventory is replaced with a guild with lesser inventory. If you like this video, please hit the like button and become a subscriber. I put out videos on Elder Scrolls Online each and every week, and I'll see you next time.